On January 26 of 2023, a Minecraft player with the name of Define uploaded a video to YouTube with the title of the video being something. Now at first glance, this might just seem like a normal Minecraft video, but it's actually the start of something way deeper. Now, the first video on this channel starts off completely normal. The person in the video starts their world off as any other player would, getting wood and resources to make stone tools. But 1 minute and 40 seconds into the video, we see and hear this. Did you see that? Not only did we hear this eerie, alien-like sound, but in the top left corner of the video, you can see a strange object floating in the sky. I'm not too sure what these two things mean yet, but let's remember this as we continue through the video. As the video continues, the player Define comes across a house-like structure. He also notices another player leaving the house and moving around. By the person recording's movement, you can tell he's not familiar with the player and he's attempting to hide from him behind trees. As Define is watching the player from afar, the other player notices Define and types the message, "Who the f are you?" As Define begins running away, this is where the video ends. Now, the main questions I'm left with on this first video is, why was there a weird sound at the beginning of the video? What was that floating thing in the sky? And how is there two players in single player Minecraft? Well, from this first video, we can figure out that the other player's name is CoolName19. But for the other questions about this video, there's no explanation. So to figure it out, we'll have to move on to the second video. The second video, titled Snooping, takes place 3 days after the first one. Define has now collected some food and gear and made a base underground. As he leaves the base, we notice that he's spying on CoolName19, and after being noticed again, he rushes back down to his base. Soon after, he opens his chest again where he finds a book titled For You. Although it says this book was written by himself, we never actually see him write it. It wasn't there the first time he looked inside, so who put it there? We also know that it couldn't have been CoolName19 because he was spotted in the video walking around his base. Is this just a glitch, or is there another player we haven't met? Anyway, when Define opens the book, we see a series of numbers and letters, which I can identify to be a type of code called hexadecimal. And when translating, we are given a series of numbers and then a text saying, "Something can't translate this. Do not tell them. Sorry about all of this, but something watches." Now, it appears that whoever wrote this book doesn't want it to be seen by someone or something, as it describes something as an entity that can't translate this book and watches. At this point, we aren't too sure who or what something is, but going back to the letters at the top, we can see that we've been given a YouTube link. When searching the link, we are brought to a YouTube channel by the name of CN19, aka CoolName19. In the description of this channel, CoolName mentions that something is in his world. The first video on this channel is titled Investigation Number 1. The video starts off with CoolName saying that something weird is in his world. He then shows his POV of his first interaction with Define. He then explains that he might know what's going on and goes down into his mind. Eventually, he reaches a dead end where he sees this. Now, CoolName says he doesn't know why this strange object is here or why it's making this alien-like sound, but he states that it showed up right before he saw Define. After leaving the cave, he then comes across Define again. He rushes over only to see that Define has disappeared, but from Define's POV, we know that he's just gone back into his hidden base. So this means that these two videos take place at the same time. And I realized that the sound and object CoolName saw in his cave is very similar to what we saw in Define's first video. Now, I'm not too sure if these two things have anything to do with each other, but let's keep it in mind as we move on. The third video on Define's channel starts off with Define in his base. He leaves to check if CoolName is by his house and decides to take his dog with him. But instantly, we see another figure by this tree. This means that we've seen a total of 3 strange objects, and for some reason, they're becoming easier to see, almost as if the world is being slowly corrupted. The video continues with Define harvesting CoolName's crops, and that's when we're given this message on screen. Judging by these numbers, we can tell that the message is another hexadecimal code, and after translating it, I found that it came out to the words "seek them out." We're not given any context to what this means, but in the description of this video, Define states that he doesn't know who edited the video, which means that at the time of recording, he never knew this message would be on screen. As Define is leaving with the wheat he harvested, we're able to hear this sound again. After hearing it, Define decides to ignore it. He then decides to make a cake with the wheat he just harvested and decides to leave it for CoolName. He then makes a sign and leaves it for CoolName with the message, "Have a free cake, sorry for earlier," and the video ends here. After watching this video, I became very curious. Why do we keep hearing this sound? It obviously must be important as we hear it every time a mysterious figure appears. After looking at the comments on the video, I learned that the sound we're hearing is actually something called a spectrogram. Now, a spectrogram is basically code in a form of audio. I decided to decipher the 3 strange audios we heard before. I was able to break them all down and was left with symbols from the galactic alphabet. From the sound in Define's first video, I was able to decipher the words, "This cycle looks promising." In CoolName19's video, the strange audio came to the words, "A hunch, they are uncompromised." And in Define's third video that we just watched, the code came out to "Relax, this cycle will be longer." What does this mean? Well, by the first and last message, we can see that whoever or whatever this entity is, they keep mentioning something about a cycle. This might mean that CoolName19 and Define are stuck in some type of loop, and this entity is watching them through the outside of it. Maybe these weird objects are one-way portals that allow the entity to look into their world. Now, this is just my theory, so to find out what's really going on, we'll need to move on to the next video. The next video on CoolName's channel starts with him in his base. He notices that Define left a cake for him and leaves a message on a sign saying thank you for the cake. He decides to go back down to his cave, but halfway down the steps we see this. We see who we believe to be Define, but if you take a closer look at their name, they have a 2 instead of a 1, which means that this isn't the same Define we've seen previously. We also see this new version of Define go into a new portal. Now, this portal isn't like anything we've seen in Minecraft before. Matter of fact, this portal texture isn't even in the original game files. Also, before Define, who I'll refer to as Define 2, enters the portal, he leaves a hexadecimal code that translates to follow. As CoolName enters the portal, he comes out to this new dimension. Define 2 says that now they can talk because something's influence isn't present here. CoolName asks where they are, and Define explains that he used to live here with a friend. Define 2 then tells CoolName that whatever he does, he cannot report something to Mojang, and explains that it'll only aggravate them. Now, this is when the video gets a little weird. Define 2 explains to CoolName that he tried that last time, and when CoolName shows his confusion, Define says to think of it as a past life. Define 2 then walks off and disappears, and as CoolName returns to the portal, the video ends here. Now we officially have a few things established. Number 1, Define and CoolName are in the same boat. They both have been put into each other's worlds and neither one of them is trying to harm the other. They're just both extremely confused. Number 2, we finally have what we can believe to be is our antagonist of the story, Mojang. Whoever this alternate Define is knows that Mojang is dangerous and that it's not a good idea to aggravate them. He also knows that reporting these glitches and anomalies that we've been seeing to Mojang only aggravates them even more. And this gives the impression that Mojang or Microsoft aren't the good guys here. Also, we still know that this isn't the original Define that we met in the first video. Now, in a previous video, we discovered that a code said this cycle looks promising, which means that multiple cycles have been done in the past, which moves me to believe that maybe this Define isn't from the same cycle as the first one. Maybe Mojang or Microsoft is keeping these two players in an endless loop, and this strange dimension is the only safe place for them to talk that isn't being watched by Mojang. It seems this second version of Define has found a way to gain access to the portals and is trying to warn CoolName of the danger, but in order to find out what's really going on here, we need to keep watching. The fourth video on Define's channel, titled Preparing for Recontact, starts from the POV of this other Define, who we can call Define2. Now, in Define2's previous chat logs, we can see that the messages line up with the messages we just saw in CoolName's video. But you can also see that Define2 somehow has been able to use commands, and we also watch him pick up an NPC of CoolName19. So it appears that in this new dimension, Define2 is some sort of admin, and it appears that he's able to alter this dimension with commands. Now, in his inventory, he moves a book named Cycle Origins into his hotbar, but if you notice, this book isn't written by him or CoolName19. It's written by someone named Waking Sleep, a character we have yet to see. Now, he opens the book for a split second and then throws it into the portal, where we can once again see it change into this strange colored portal. Define2 enters the portal, and this is where the video ends. Now, let's break a few things down from this video. From this video overall, I'm gonna assume that he's preparing to contact CoolName19 again, as he was using his skin as an NPC model, and hence the name of the video. But an unanswered question is, why is Define2 going through all this work to speak to CoolName19 in secret? Why is he hiding all of this from Mojang? This must mean that there's something bad we don't know about Mojang yet, and I think the only way to find out what it is to watch the next video. The next video on Define's channel, titled Recursion, is a short one, but it explains a lot of what's going on. As Define searches through his chests, he grabs some obsidian and a shovel and builds another portal. He throws the book into the portal and it turns into this teal color again. But watch this part for yourself, because here's where things get really interesting. Now, it may seem as if the portal isn't working, but that's actually not the case at all. I believe that this portal is connecting Define to an alternate cycle, hence the name of the video, Recursion, meaning the repeated application of a recurring procedure. I think that the code in this book is the key into a different cycle, which means that is how these different portals are working. Each time you put a different code into a book and throw it into a portal, it opens a new world, or as Mojang and Microsoft like to call it, a new cycle. But let's continue. The sixth video on Define's channel is titled Confrontation, and instantly the first thing I noticed in this video is that for some reason, Define has decided to turn his mic on, something he hasn't done in any of his previous videos. I'm not sure why he only now decided to turn on his microphone, but let's keep going. Define makes his way into CoolName's base and finds the portal room hidden behind the walls. He goes into the portal and then he begins having what appears to be an inner monologue with himself. I've already seen his video. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Who are you?
I'm you.
No, you aren't.
From another cycle.
Okay, a few questions. Number one, why do you talk in Hex? Number two, how do you keep using my accounts? Number three, why are you here?
Yes, you must have a lot of questions. Understandable. Something can hear us back there. Like I said, I'm you. And three, to help you.
What even is a cycle?
That's a tough question. Just don't let them think it's going off track. They can't get to us here though. This place was made to reject them.
Okay, what? Now, I have an idea of what might possibly be going on here, but to explain it properly, let's first recap everything we know so far. So, we know that these two players, Define and CoolName19, are trapped in each other's world and have been put into a repeated loop by Mojang or Microsoft. Now, from this, we know that somehow one of the previous versions of Define managed to escape from the loop and created a world in order to communicate with different versions of CoolName19 and Define safely without Microsoft knowing. But all of this leaves us to wonder, who exactly is Define talking to right now? Now, from first read, it looks like he's just talking to himself, but that's actually not the case. In the conversation, Define asked the question, how do you keep using my accounts? Which means that that our main version of Define actually owns both the Define 1 account and the Define 2 account. And this other version of Define is able to use both and speak through them, which brings me to believe that this alternate version of Define is actually using Define's main account to speak through this conversation, which is also why we keep getting replies throughout the conversation to Define's questions. So in conclusion, Define isn't having a conversation with himself, but a conversation with the alternate version of himself. Okay, that proves he's not crazy, but that still leaves us with a few questions. Number one, why is Microsoft running these tests on Define and CoolName in the first place? And number two, what are these somethings we keep seeing and Define 2 keeps warning us about? I originally thought that they were ways for Microsoft to spy on CoolName19 and Define within their world, but that theory was disproven when Define 2 told us that we can't report these somethings to Mojang because it would only aggravate them, which means that Mojang either doesn't know what they are and are trying to figure it out just like us, or they know what they are and for some reason they can't stop it. It's beginning to look like these somethings are slowly taking over the world. But in order to really know the answer to all these questions, we have to watch the next video. The next video on Define's channel seems to be from the POV of a different character, one that we've been waiting to meet. This video is from the POV of Waking Sleep. The character that we saw wrote one of the portal books from a previous video, which means that Waking Sleep is one of the Mojang admins writing the codes to make portals from one cycle to the next. We also are introduced to another character named Team Java, which, guessing from the Mojang logo on the back of their skin, is another Mojang admin. Now, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this video for yourself. Now it appears that in this video, one of my theories has been proven right. These somethings are truly corrupting the world and spreading out of Mojang's control. And not only is my theory proven right that these somethings are taking over the world, but we're also shown the main headquarters of Microsoft. Now in this video, we don't end up seeing a lot, but to find out more, we have to watch the next video.
Hey! You're awake.
What? Are you waking sleep?
Yeah. That's me.
Define 2?
Oh, it's fine if you take it slow. What? There's no one there. Oh.
What?
That must be him.
Okay. Wait, what?
Your last reset never fully happened.
Huh?
Tell him I said hi. Oh, well, pretty much though.
What?
Something wiped your memories clean again. Or at least tried to. So in order to prevent that, I pulled your consciousness into the game.
Like in Mark 101?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh,
This is the machine that does it.
Now the video abruptly ends here, but we now know that Mojang and Microsoft aren't the bad guys in this story. These somethings seem to be corrupting Define's mind, as Waking Sleep described that something tried to wipe Define's memories away. Again. This means that this isn't the first time this has happened, but we do know that in order to prevent it, Waking Sleep pulled Define's consciousness into the game, which explains that this ghost of Define's mind must be what we've seen and heard in previous videos. This must be Define too. The next video is titled 2020 Archive, and it appears to be an old video of Define in a different cycle. We're given the saying, "This cycle is promising," and that's pretty much all we see in this video. The third to last video on Define's channel is titled Cake. It appears that Define and CoolName were put back into the cycle. Define takes a look into his chest and we see that somehow he has a corrupted block, and we're given two codes that can be translated to, could it be a facade? I cannot tell. Define then follows CoolName into his base and into the portal behind his walls, but to see the POV of what happens next, we need to take a closer look at CoolName's channel.
Recording.
Oh no.
You good?
Sorry. Another blank.
Huh? Portal's broken.
This is the aether?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Crazy.
I know, right?
That's actually good find.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. You want to explore?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right.
Take this.
Huh?
Right click it.
Why?
Now.
What about you?
Don't worry about me.
But
I'll be fine.
hi. I adjusted my settings to make things more readable. I'm gonna guess all of the chests are like that. That one's empty at least. Must have moved. I don't know. Weird. Oh, that one's empty too. Huh? Why is there Skulk though? This shouldn't be here. It's not the right version. The textures are post 1.14 too, though. Weird. Very weird. They weren't lying, at least. Weird. Screw it.
Greetings, cool name. Have not seen you in so long.
You too? I don't know. I've never met you, really. Wait. Oh.
You warned me. I just hope they wouldn't.
Did this other cool name, though, have a top hat?
No.
The last video on Define's channel, uploaded just 2 months ago, is titled Thank You. The video is from the POV of a player who we can believe is the person that asked Define for the book code to enter the After Sky, which we now know is the name of the safe dimension that Define created in order to be safe from these somethings. In the video before, CoolName asked this strange entity who, from context, I'm assuming is an older, lost, and corrupted version of Define, as he appears to be familiar with this different version of CoolName. He asked if the CoolName that the entity saw was wearing a hat, implying that CoolName is also aware of these different versions of himself, and those versions can be recognized based upon different versions of their Minecraft skins. Also on CoolName's channel, we saw all the rooms that Microsoft had been using to access different cycles. We learned that these cycles have been running for a long time based on the amount of books we see. This last video ends these channels off from a different POV from a player we have not met yet. The video seems to be normal, but there's still 2 big questions that haven't been answered. What actually are these somethings that we've seen throughout all of these videos? And is this dimension truly safe?